Hey guys, good afternoon. It is me, Tahili Seely. I am so happy to present to you today's Thought for Tuesday. I'm feeling a little fired up because just before I came online here to do this little video with you guys, my niece called me and she used to call me preachy. She's like, Auntie, you're preaching again. And now when she calls me, not for preaching anymore. She calls me when she wants motivation. So I'm moving up. I'm moving up because imagine that a younger person wants me to motivate them. You know, when you talk to a younger person, it's always like, oh my God, you're preaching. So now I feel very empowered because my niece is calling me because she wants motivation. Motivation. I feel very happy about that. Kyla, wherever you are, thank you, darling. So, now that we've had that out of the way, let's get on to today's thought for Tuesday. So, guys, here's what I'm thinking about. I am reading this fantastic, wonderful new book, and I say new because I bought this book at least a year ago, and I have this thing that I like to do, like I like to buy books and then have them around, and then I read them, and the Spirit calls to me, right? So yes, I did say the Spirit because you know it's a calling. You have to be drawn to the book, energetic wise, etc. But most of the books I read are about self help and new growth and changing your thinking. That's where I'm at this point in time, and I really focus on spiritual growth. Moving along, what is today's thought for Tuesday? Huh? Okay, today's thought for Tuesday is about committing or recommitting to yourself. So I want to talk about that because it's so amazing that this is something I have been thinking about for weeks, and I have talked about it in several different Thought for Tuesdays in my own way, and this came up in this book. So, what is my perspective on recommitting to yourself? So many times in our lives, and I mentioned this recently, so many times in our lives we're looking for people to commit to us. How many times have you said to yourself in a relationship, whether you're male or female, well, you know, you're looking for someone who's serious, who wants to commit. But let me ask you something. How many things are you committing to right now that you promised your own self? Did you promise yourself that you would stick to 3 days of exercise a week, and did you do it? Did you promise yourself that this year in 2020 you were going to create something new for yourself? Did you do it, or are you working towards it? Did you promise yourself that you would start back studying because you want a brighter future? Did you do it? Did you promise yourself that you were going to make time for yourself and your family and create the bond and create the healing that was necessary to get your family closer together? Are you doing it? So basically, my friends, the reason why I'm bringing up all these things, I'm not judging you, you know, because I'm in the same position as you, which is that we're all in this boat of life trying to figure things out, navigating through the testy waters, right? But the bottom line is, we make commitments to ourselves. At the start of the year, we call it resolutions. We make resolutions, and if we're not careful, these resolutions can last all the way up to 30 days if we're lucky. And after that, it's done. So, my thing is committing to yourself. Over the lockdown period and COVID, I committed to myself. I promised myself certain things. There was a whole series of events that led to that. But I promised myself that coming out of the long lockdown, I wanted to be stronger, fitter and stronger mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I can tell you something. I am in the process of getting there. I'm not 100% there yet, but that's okay because I'm a work in progress, and I'm okay, and I'm forgiving with myself. I don't have to be perfect because God made me how He wanted me to be made. And if you don't believe in God, that's okay. You just have to know that, listen, right now where you are is where you have to be in order to get to the next level. So, moving along, recommitting to yourself. In this beautiful book, what happened in this beautiful book, my friends? I'll tell you what. They had this little vow at the end of the chapter where, just like when you get married, you make vows to your partner. You make vows to yourself. Oh my gosh. I it was only supposed to be a one and done thing. I have been repeating vows to myself since Sunday afternoon. It feels beautiful. I not only did the repeating of the vows, I went a step further. I wrote the vows out. And just like you write vows out and you read it to your partner, have any one of you all been married? I've been married, so I understand. Or I am married, so I understand. So just like that, you read the vows out. I'll go to the mirror and I then look into my eyes and I commit to myself. I look at myself just like I'm looking into this video right now, this video camera right now, and I say to myself, I, Tahili, Patrice Seeley, Lelam, I vow to myself, I vow to you, and I list all the things that I vow to myself about. I vow that I am going to honor your body, I'm going to honor this body. I vow that every day we are going to strive to be better because we deserve it. I vow to be forgiving of myself even when I make huge mistakes. And I continue on with all the things that I vow for myself. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't explain to the words cannot come out to how profound this is. Making a vow to yourself and recommitting to yourself. We want people to commit to us. How many of us are actually committing to our own selves? Seeing that you want something and actually making it happen. So many things I wanted for myself in this year. And yeah, lots of things happened. There was a whole series of events that could have prevented me from having them happen. And I did falter for a while. But the thing about it is that I didn't let go of that commitment. It doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It just means that I was able to pull myself out of the mire of life. Sometimes you get stuck in life, stuck in your circumstances, stuck with the people that you're around and a few other things, and you get stuck. That's okay. It's okay if you get stuck, but you have to learn now to get unstuck and continue with that commitment to yourself. So, my friends, that is my thought for Tuesday. Are you committing to yourself today? Do you want to recommit to yourself today? And if you are going to do that, what would you do and how would you do it? And why don't you join me in making a vow to yourself? Looking yourself in the mirror and reading your vows out to yourself. It is the most romantic experience I have ever had. And it didn't come from anyone else. It wasn't from a partner. It was all me. Because you know what? I am in the process of learning to love myself. And when I love myself the way I know I deserve to be loved, watch out, world. Watch out, world. It's going to be amazing. That's my thought for Tuesday, and that's what I'd like to share with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please continue to believe in yourselves, whatever you promised yourself this year. Please recommit to yourself. Remember it and make your dreams a reality because, my darling, you are amazing and you can make anything you want happen. Love to you all, love to you all, love to you all. This is Tahili Seeley. It's Thought for Tuesday. Peace out. Namaste.